Hello, writers. I'm the Pen Mother, and today we're going to talk about the magic word. This word is so important to storytelling that you can't tell a story without it. There are no stories without this word. Can you guess what the word is? Yes. The word is yes. Now that's a bold statement, isn't it? You can't tell a story without yes. All stories begin with yes. Here's how. You have a character or a group of characters, and they're going about their daily lives, and then something comes along to throw that life off track. At that point, at the point where the new journey, the new life, the new track must be laid down, the character has a choice to say yes or say no. Your character always has a choice, even when the price of saying no is death. Your character must still decide to live. They must say yes to life. Luke Skywalker must say yes to Obi-Wan Kenobi and go to Mos Eisley and set off to save the princess. Frodo must agree to the journey to destroy the ring. The Avengers must assemble. Wonder Woman must say yes to Steve Rogers and leave her island home to find and stop Ares. Harry must say yes to driving across country with Sally. Neo must choose the red pill. I would also argue that not only does all story begin with a yes, but all stories are a series of yeses. The character saying yes over and over again, making choices, running into the fray instead of away from it, making active, positive choices. Have you ever seen or read a really good story where the main character says no a lot? If you can think of one, send it my way so I can tear it apart. Seriously, I'm that confident about this whole yes thing. I'm not the only person who thinks this either. This idea of saying yes to launch a story is improv comedy 101. Comedians who are playing off of each other will tell you that no matter what your scene partner says or does, you must say yes to it. Rejecting what you are given is the fastest way to kill a scene, no matter how clever or funny or talented you may be. The first step is to say yes. You can figure anything else out from there. So if you are writing your story and you feel like your character isn't active enough, that they're just running away from or reacting to whatever is being thrown their way, that they are buffeted by the winds of a cruel world, have them plant their feet on the ground, turn to the threat facing them, and say, yes, I'll do it. I'll go with you. I'll fight. I love you. I'll take that job. I'll enter Hogwarts. I'll bring back the magic potion. I'll train the dragon. I will get my revenge. In real life, are we motivated by the negative? Sure. We don't feel like going to that party, so we stay home. We're afraid of being rejected, so we don't ask the cute girl out. We skip the interview because we're afraid we won't get the job, or we don't really want the job, or we feel unprepared for the interview. We avoid the phone call with our ex because we don't really want to get back together and we think they might, or we do want to get back together and we think they don't, and that would just be too painful. We all have a million reasons to say no in our everyday lives, to reject, to avoid. Those are not the story. Those are never the story. The real story of our lives begins when we say yes, when we say it for our own reasons and of our own free will. We decide to do something. If the most you can say about your character is that they want to be alone, or they're avoiding past pain and trauma, or they want to leave it all behind, those are all just different versions of no. What are they running to? Where are they headed? What do they want to do when they are alone? Now you're getting a little bit closer to an active character, someone who says yes. At the risk of psychoanalyzing you, a risk I am willing to take, by the way, this metaphor of yes applies to your writing too. Every time you sit down to write, you are saying yes. Putting your creative self out there for the world to see is a brave, loud, bold form of yes. So get into the habit of saying yes. Make sure your characters say yes. And watch your stories and your life come alive in all kinds of crazy and unexpected ways.